Hello, my name is swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the survivor stock for the Harrington and Richardson or New England firearms, rifles and shotguns. The rear stock, as we see here, is part of the deal, and the front stock plus two screws. The two screws are going on here. Basically that holds the forestock in place. The whole system is made by choate machine and tool, as we see it engraved inside the stock. I can actually take that out and we see it a bit better. Nice people. I met them a couple times at the SHOT Show, and the products are innovative and usually pretty nice made. They also supply other companies that put those parts that those stocks and followers that they make on their guns. They make a variety of parts, also shotgun followers like this one. Those I like a lot too, as they are inexpensive and replace the more fragile 12 gauge systems, the follower systems used say by the Remington 870. It's usually just a simple cheap thin wall plastic, but that's another story. The stock here is durable injection molded. It's basically for the Harrington and Richardson New England rifle or shotgun system, and it works pretty well. Has many advantages, only few negative points. Basically we have the forestock. This part here is removable. As we saw, we have compartments that we can fill with survival items, whatever you feel like it. Is it spare ammunition, some ways to start a fire, etc, etc. And basically this screw goes in here and you screw it on the barrel. I'm gonna show that in a minute. And the reason why they did send you, if you buy this, two of the screws, as we see the threads are not the same. So Harrington Richardson New England firearms in the past, sometime they did change the US inch threading on the barrels, and that's why you get two of them. One of those gonna fit, the other not. So be careful as you screw that in, not to damage until you know which one you have. So in the front we see there is a stud for a sling mount, easy to put on. What is also important, the rear part here, those sections usually break a lot or relatively easy off. It's usually a plastic section, and then you have the forestock made out of wood, and the thin plastic is screwed on with two screws on the wood, so that part is really fragile, and you need that for the action to move smoothly. So that's a great quality improvement here. That helps. I like also the more blocky style handguard that you can grab onto it better. It's nice textured finish, really good to grip. So that much about the forestock. The rear stock is in a similar way. It's the same synthetic. You have here the cutout where the receiver gonna come on, gonna screw it on. You have a sling holder here and the sling stud over here. The pistol grip is hollow. You could fill that up with something as well and make a plug. As best as I know, they do not offer a plug for it that I suggest, so in case the people from the company watch, please offer a rubber plug or a system that could cover the hole, so we have additional storage space from factory for survival items. And now the clever part of the stock, what we hear rattling is just the screw that is in there. We see on top is a screw like that, on the bottom we have again similar to this. So it's basically made to unscrew. You unscrew the system here to a certain length. Not enough. Yeah, it's not enough. Oh, that's the first time I open up this one. I have a couple, so the washer got a bit in between. Take that out. So basically what we have here is a swing compartment. Unscrew, and then you swing it open, and you see you have a big compartment inside that you can fill with items. To give the stock a bit stability, they added on a wedging part, I guess, in the middle too, that gonna come out as well, so you can do it either like this, or you have even a divider wherever you wanna have it located. What I did on my stocks is paint it inside in a primer and then white, so we see a bit what's going on inside there. It's pretty dark. Also, as we see here, they put on a simple O-ring to hold the screw in place. I did add a O-ring on the front stock one, so we have a bit of pressure as we screw it in. I'm gonna show that on the sample pretty soon. So you can fill your survival items in there, and in front we already see the hole. Yes, there is the hole for the screw. It's absolutely easy. You need a bit a nut and a long part of the ratchet system to simply put that on. Put a bit grease on the receiver threading and thread, and screw that in. That's all what it is. So it's really simple. What I do before I gonna paint the screw for a secondary layer of protection against rust. That's just me. It just has a factory finish like that, and I like to have it painted also. So the only negative side that I see so far, because this is harder plastic, it's gonna kick. The recoil is pretty tough. How should I say, it's not a rubber butt plate, it's a hard plastic like the rest. That is part of the system with the hinge, and that's gonna kick. So that is a bit the disadvantage. I'm gonna overcome that by adding a slip over kinda rubber butt plate. There I work on how I do best on that system, but I need to make something, because it really, in a 12 gauge as I use it, it really kicks with a good ammunition. So that much about that. Now we see the real deal. This is how it looks on the barrel. It's simple to use. You just unscrew the item. There we see already the O-ring that I added, and then you basically take it off. That's all what it is. In front here, what I simply put in for now is a secondary screw with the same threading as this one, of course. So that's all what it is. It doesn't wiggle. We see the stud goes in the middle of the hole, and yeah, that's all what it is. Goes in, back on, simply by hand. You tighten it up, and it's pretty good. If you over tighten, you can release it with a plier. I may one day make the same system fully out of metal. The plastic is strong, but maybe I wanna storage a bit more screws, and maybe then the one out of metal I make, I gonna mount directly, because if the gun would drop, there is possibility that it hits here because that part stands out, and if the screw breaks off there, you have a trouble. So maybe I'm gonna make that out of metal, but that's just me. And for the receiver, it's gonna look like that, as it is on the receiver. On the gun, it's a simple single shot gun in this style. That's how it's gonna look. The length of the stock is a bit short, but that is okay for survival use. That works, and yeah, that pretty much is it. Gives you a different feel compared to the regular stock because it adds the pistol grip. You if you can, test that out first if you like that or not. It's a completely different feeling to the regular stock version, but yeah, it's personal, I guess. I like it. It's okay. It's just the recoil plate that I need to the butt plate that I need to change a bit, so we can shoot those nasty 3.5-inch magnums a bit more well in this gun. That much about the Survivor stock from Choate for the Harrington and Richardson or New England firearms, shotguns and rifles.